Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I had to take water. I can feel a cold coming from a distance. I can feel how my throat is very sore. I can tell I'm gonna have a cold very soon. That is why I want to hydrate as much as I can. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking. If you're a returning subscriber, you friend, I'm my favorite person. And yeah, so today I have a very interesting video. Also, I can see, like you've seen, we've like changed the background. I'm trying to like set up a new space just because the holidays are coming, and I normally shoot from the living room, and it's gonna be tricky now since the schools are closing, and the apartment I live in has a lot of kids, and they'll be going out to play, and it will be so noisy. So I'm trying to set up something from my bedroom, somewhere I can be shooting from, where there's no noise. Yes, that is what I'm trying to do. It has not yet come together yet, but we are getting there, trust me. But for them, in the meantime, we can work with this. So yes guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking. Yes, so I'm gonna be doing a story time as I do my makeup. I'm gonna be telling you guys of how I was conned 40,000 Kenyan shillings in this economy. Tell me. Anyway guys, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I've done my skincare, so we're just gonna go straight to the usual. The eyes, we've already for the OGs in this channel, you know we do our brows off camera because life was made easier by microblading. I am hydrating. This cup I got from China. It's quite so cute, but this thing fell down, and now it's never, it can't like really lock well, but we can work with it. Yes guys, so I know you're wondering, like, how are you conned? I'm gonna be using my Mini by Juvia's Place palette to recreate a look I want, just a simple look. Also, I will be giving you a tip on how to install your lashes perfectly if you're doing it from home. I'm gonna be showing you a tip I learned recently, and yeah, let's get straight into the video. I'm looking for eyeshadow brush. So guys, so mid last year, around April, when my late father was still in hospital, may his soul rest in peace, it was around midday, and I was making one of my usual visits to him around lunchtime, and I usually have, so I'll be priming my eyes with this Skin Fit by Zikel concealer. It's so nice. I love the way it sits on the skin. It's amazing. So guys, as I was saying, these are my brushes from the weekend. I use them, so don't say I'm using dirty brushes. No, I was using them over the weekend, and I usually wash my brushes on Monday. So after this, I'm gonna be washing them. Yeah, and when you see me looking down, it's because my mirror is just right here. So guys, as I was saying, I was making the usual visits. I'm gonna be setting that. Also guys, let me hook you up on this setting powder by Rich Beauty. Oh my god, it's for all skin type. It is so amazing. I love it. So guys, I was making my usual visits to the hospital, and I have a very bad tendency of putting my phone in my back pocket. Yeah, so I went to the hospital. I had my phone in my back pocket. Yes, and just dust off the excess. So now we can go in with the powder. So I had put my phone in my back pocket, and me, I was randomly walking. So I get to the hospital, I check in. Normally when you have like a sick person, there's some things that you don't really like. How can I even put it? Your mind is not usually at place. Like, you tend to forget so many things, and your mind is usually all over the place. So me, immediately I even walk in the hospital, I don't remember I put my phone in the back of the pocket. So for the outer corner of my eyes, I'll be using this black shadow because there's that there's a smoky eye that I want to achieve. Yeah, so I'll be going in with this black. Yeah, so me, I get to the hospital, I get checked in, and then I go, we talk, I do everything, I feed him, everything. Then it's now time to go home. Now me, I go home. Mind you, all this time I've not even looked at my phone. I just remember I put it at the back of my pocket. Kumbe simu hata ilishaibiwa kitambo, and I don't know. So me, now when I get to the house, like, I chill, I change, I take a shower. Now it's time to relax. Then now I go to the bag that I don't even remember I had put my phone in the back pocket by the time I'm getting home. So now I put I check for my phone in my bag. I don't feel it. All of a sudden, I don't, there's usually that first feeling of if you don't feel your phone from the first moment, there's usually that panic that you usually have. So now me, immediately I panicked. For the inner corners of my eyes, I'm gonna be using this Anache small palette, and there's a green I want to use. This green over here. Don't mind my palettes. I'm busy from the weekend. I had a busy weekend, so we're gonna clean all that up after we are done. So of course I panic because now I can't find my phone. I tell my help to like call me. Immediately she called me, the phone has already gone off, and yeah, immediately I realized my phone was stolen. So I sit down kidogo to just like track my movements from when I was in the hospital. So that is when I recalled I had left my phone. No, I had put my phone in the back pocket of my trouser, and I realized probably my phone was stolen. Like, yeah, someone snatched it from my pocket. And now I panic. I'm like, okay, now what do? I need a phone. I start checking online. I had another phone, a Samsung one that I was using for work. By then, I was working with a particular person. Sorry, for another day. So I had a Samsung phone for work, but that I had left at home. So I just replaced my SIM card and I started looking at phones online. Normally I have this tendency of really wanting to get stuff. Like most of my stuff, I get them from Facebook on the experts page. Yeah. So I go there, I look, then I saw there was someone selling a phone, an iPhone, and it was an iPhone. By then I had a iPhone 7 Plus. Then I saw an iPhone XR, an iPhone 8 Plus, and I was like, why not? I can do an upgrade. So I contact the person, we schedule on meeting. Yeah, and so we schedule on meeting, and yeah, we meet a few days later. I wouldn't give details of where we met. So we meet, I get to see the phone. So if you're getting things from experts, these are really people who are in the country. Normally they are white people or just not Kenyans, just people of like most of these people are usually decluttering their stuff because they now need to go back to their country. If I'm if I'm being right about what experts mean. EXPARTS. Yeah. So we meet with this person over coffee in an open restaurant, and let me tell you guys, that is where I drew the line of buying things online. So we meet. So I don't know, you've seen I've been using this stuff. I like them because they usually have a very high, like they do the work very nice. You can see how the shadows have sat in my eyelids very nicely. Then after but now this is for my own makeup. For my clients, I use the brushes like the profesh way. So we meet with this person. I get to see the phone. Actually, it was very nice phone. Let me take you back kidogo. I told you I had a Samsung, so of course, see, I went with it. Then now that is where the trick was. Immediately this person saw I had two phones. I had another phone that I was using. He was like, I think it was easier for him to call me. Yeah, so we met, we talked, I saw the phone. You guys know about iPhones and iClouds and whatnot. So I tell this person, what should we call him? Let's call him Richard. So I tell Richard, because normally I'm very bad with setting up new phones. So I tell Richard, and please, I think you have to help me install my iCloud. Yeah, so that I can live here with everything. It's when everything is what is it? Everything is set. Like I do the iCloud. Yani, I just go home with a new phone. And he's like, no, that's wasting a lot of time. You're just gonna be you just go and do that at home when you're seated, relaxed. Then I was like, by the way, I can do that at home. So he asked if I have cash or M-Pesa. I told him I'll send him via M-Pesa. So by now he removes my SIM card and puts it back in my Samsung phone. A minute, guys, because let me tell you, the moment you mess with the eyeliner, you're done. I'll be doing the half liner, then I mix it up with black shadow that we did to give it that smoky finish. So I'm gonna blend in the shadow and the liner to give me that finish. Yeah, and that is what we're working with it now. So we're gonna clean this part, the part where the outer corners. So now my SIM card is returned on my Safaricom, on my Samsung phone. Then he's like, Sasa, when you go home, you're just gonna go and do your iCloud, ukachini, you remember your password. And yeah, then I was like, why not? Sawa. So me, I took I took back my phone. I sent him the cash, and he was giving me the phone with a cover. And me, I take the phone. He even escorts me. He escorts me off from the restaurant. Tukatoka vizuri, akanipea simu, nikaeka kwa bag. The same phone that I had bought. Yeah, We got out of the restaurant together. I went and boarded a matatu, and I was on my way back. And I was on my way back home. So on my way back home, something tells me, you know, there's like a gut feeling, like when something is not wrong. For me, I couldn't wait to get home. So there's something that's telling me in the car, so you just remove this phone and see in the iCloud. You just start remembering your iCloud and you'll be good. So me, I remove the phone. So see, there is usually that button, the side button for restarting your phone or like starting your phone. So I click on that button, and you know, it should automatically start. So I click on that button, the phone doesn't start. So now I start panicking all of a sudden. I don't know why I was panicking, but I start panicking. But then I was like, probably the phone ilisha charge. But if I remember very carefully, the phone was fully charged. So I click the button again and the phone doesn't start. So I start panicking. Mind you, right, I am in the car. So I think of, without even thinking, not remembering, with an iPhone, it is the battery is inside, like you cannot open like the way you open these other phones. So I think of removing the back cover, because I told you this guy had given me even a complimentary cover back case. So initially the phone was black without the cover, but now when I opened the back cover and when I removed the cover, guys, I find a red phone. Then I was like, okay, ni sawa, because we have an iPhone which is red. But immediately something told me something is off. Looking at the phone, immediately when I looked at the phone when it was red, I felt like something is really off. And yes, guys, something was off, because I don't even I was so mad. But then again, I was like, ni life, sasa what would I do? It was a dummy, guys. I was given a dummy. So I'm thinking, no, I just since I was in the matatu, I didn't do anything. I just put back the cover, and I texted my friend and I told her, Wahu, and I told her I've been conned 40k buying a phone. Then she was like, okay, what do you mean? I told her I'm coming over. And then I put the dummy in my bag. I got home and passed by her place. Imagine, guys, I didn't even cry. And this is the reason I didn't cry, because I was like, even if I cried, okay, what will happen? And then I was like, and people are usually told to be aware of this online thing. So part of me was blaming myself for everything that happened, and I was like, it is okay, we move. Yes, guys, that is how I was conned 40k. Then another time, this year, I saw the guy that sold me that phone, and we were with my friend at a mall. Then I saw the guy and I panicked. I told my friend, I had told my friend about that story, and I told him, imagine this is the guy that conned me. My friend was like, are you sure? Don't be making assumptions here. I told him, imagine it's not an assumption. I know what I was dealing with, and that is the guy. Then she was like, don't do anything. We can't do anything because we don't even have evidence. It's been almost a year now. Yeah, it's a year. And yeah, I just let it go. But I saw the guy, guys. It was so, I felt now like the wound has been, the wound was now, it's like I was hit again fresh. I felt so bad, and I remember that day coming home and crying. Oh gosh, I cried. And remember, guys, I didn't cry the other time. When I was conned, no, I cried when I saw the guy, and I was like, how do people manage to, like, you con someone and you just walk carefree just like that? Like, I was so mad. I was so mad at him and and at the world for letting such people just walk free. And I was like, oh, that is someone who ate my 40k just like that, and he's now here walking out like as if nothing has happened, you know. I got that feeling and I was really triggered. I cried, but that was that. It's okay, we move. Yes, guys, so that is how I was conned. I really felt bad, but we move. So the tip I was telling you about putting on your own lashes, you see, like, I did my mascara like 2 minutes ago. So the trick is you have to do your mascara a bit earlier before you install the lashes, so that by the time you're installing the lashes, the mascara is already dry, and so it makes it easier for you to push back your lashes. Because the trick about lashes is installing these artificial ones. The trick is pushing down yours so that you're not left with any space inside here. Yeah, and the trick is you always have to start at the center, then install the other parts. So when your mascara is dry, it is easier to push yours down and install. Don't know if that makes sense, guys, but yeah, you see, easy peasy. You see, guys, it's so easier when your mascara is dry, so that you just have to push it down and you're done. And that is it. There are no spaces. If you see, there are no spaces there. Yeah, so that's a trick with lashes. That is everything about it. And yeah, it's so easy. I usually use this bonding glue, but I heard it's not good. Actually, it's not good. Ask me why. Because if you mess up, you'll have to go back with your shadow, because it really messes up your shadow. But as much as if you're not a pro, don't use it, because you will be forced to be just going back with your shadow every time, because it really messes up. It's not like the other ones. You see, the other ones usually dry down clear. Now this one, it leaves dark, it dries down black. So if you mess up, you have to go back with your liner. And I don't know, guys, if you can see how easy it is to start to install if you do that trick of starting with mascara dry, so that now you can just push your own lashes. Yeah, I had messed up something there, so I had to go back with my shadow. But as you can see, it's really easy to start with the mascara dry, because when it's dry, you can be able to work with it. Just push yours downwards, because you want to install the artificial lashes just up where your natural lashes are. It's like you're just putting others on top of your natural lashes, and that's it, guys. So for the primer, the other time I did a review on this. Not a review, actually. I was using it for the first time, and guys, I've used it on my clients, and so far the makeup is not moving. I'll recommend this Power Seal. It's actually a Power Seal, but disclaimer about it, it is very irritating. It is very irritating, especially around your eyes. So I realized what I do, I don't put it around my eyes sana. I normally put it just around where I sweat, and that is the T-zone area. And yeah, and like I told you, you can feel the grip. You can feel the grip. You can feel the grip of it just sinking down on your face. And then again, if you want it to, like, have a really good like really stick, you also have to use another primer on top of this other one. Yeah, so as much as I use it, I also use my other primers. The V Beauty one, the one that I usually use, is it's also a mattifying one, and it's very nice. Your makeup doesn't move. Actually, it doesn't move at all. So now we're waiting for this to dry down on our face, then use I can already now start feeling the like it's not really sitting on my face. I can feel my face doing like this. So yeah, so we're waiting for it to dry down. Let me use also another thing I've noticed, I know a while back you would notice I would really put the small lashes and not the fuller ones. I realized lashes go with your eyes, and since I have very small eyes, I think full lashes bring out that whole effect, like you can tell I have lashes, and that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Like you can tell I have lashes on. Yeah. I've been toying around the idea of having full lashes from end to end, and I like it. Like even on a full beat, you can really tell that I have lashes on and they look good, and I love it. I love it, guys. I love it. Normally this primer has a white cast, but immediately you put your foundation, it's absorbed, so don't worry about the white cast. Yeah, so we're gonna wait for this to dry down. Then I'm toying around the idea of trying a new foundation with you guys, or just using my normal foundation, because I don't want it to backfire on us. But I think I have a new foundation that I want to try. I want to try. I've used Avon products. I have an Avon foundation. Actually, Avon is my favorite brand, but this particular one, I've not used this one. So I'll use it on my own, then I'll come back and do it with you guys, because I don't want to mess up. So I'll be using my World Beauty foundation. I love this foundation. It's so nice. It's so soft on the skin, and yeah, it really does the job. It's soft matte. So for foundation, less is more. I normally start with that small one, then you can go adding it according to your how you want the beat to be, and like just putting a whole lot on your face then working with that. I usually find that very tricky, because you end up using a lot of foundation, and sometimes it might not actually even blend in completely. You see, the moment you put everything just on, it doesn't really and that is how your makeup gets cakey, by the way. Yeah, that is how your makeup gets cakey. So I toy around the idea of just using it in bits, like you just go layering it in depending on the coverage you want. and I find that usually works for me. Even for my clients, that is how we usually start. You just start with small one, then you go layering it up, depending on the type of coverage you want. And also it gives you a smooth base. Yeah, sorry guys, I love this foundation so much. Like, it really just blends in with my skin. You can tell even if I don't touch my neck, it really like sits on my face. It's just like it has a natural finish. Just it's just amazing. I love the finish of that foundation. It really like has a full coverage. So we're gonna set our under eyes. I tend to love using brushes and like blenders. I use, but I prefer using brushes and like using beauty blenders. I don't know what you love using. You can comment down below, and what is your favorite blending tool? Are you a brush girl or are you a beauty blender girl? Personally, I'm a brush girl. And sometimes I've gotten myself to a point like I'm influencing my clients. I'm influencing them to start using brushes and like beauty blenders, and somehow they fall for it, because let me tell you guys, if you have nice brushes, they'll get the work done. So we're gonna go back with this is a trick, a hack I use. You go in with your foundation brush, just all over where you've concealed, to just avoid harsh lines. So now we're gonna go set our face, and I'm using this Rich Beauty setting powder. I love this powder so much. It's so nice, like really gets the work done. Another trick, guys, you see, when you put your setting powder on this pad, don't just go directly with it. Just first of all dab it to remove the excess, and now use what is left on the pad. I don't know if you can see, guys, the way it is working magic. This setting powder is it. It is it. I'll not be doing any contour today, because I was just doing a small bit. I don't want this video to be too long, and already already. It is 34 minutes. We can work with 40 minutes. We can work with that. I love this setting powder. I love it. I love it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really doing the job. So before we go in with our powder, I love applying my highlighter first so that it doesn't leave harsh lines. Another tip I got, guys, it's good using this dome brush and like using the fan brush. I don't know if you know the fan brush. This one tends to leave a lot of harsh lines, and like using this. Another tip, if you put on, you just dab your highlight and remove the excess, then go in. I love it because this method doesn't leave harsh lines, and it just looks like you're glowing from the inside. I don't know if you get what I mean, but I know you do. So now that is when I go in with my powder. I'm using this Super Stay Full Coverage, and I love this powder because it's also a full coverage. Then now I go in with area that I've not touched. With the powder. And then now we're gonna do our lipstick. Just a small amount of it. In makeup, we said less is more. Yes, guys, and now we're gonna go in with our lipstick. I don't know if I should do a lipstick, or let me just do a lipstick. I'll be using this Rich Beauty Sunset. This is more of like the Vamp that was there previously. I love that it is soft. And that's it, guys. We have our soft bait. I love how it has turned out. It looks so cute. It looks so cute. Yeah, there we have it. Just want the hair to stay up just like that. Then we're gonna add setting spray. I'm also using this Rich Beauty Glow Dewy Finish setting spray. It really also does the work. It's really nice, and exactly 40 minutes. That's it, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, follow my socials, for my makeup page, Touch by Barbie on Instagram. Yeah, please like, share, and see you on my next video. Bye.